J Moore, the very best reviews. Tell them none can contest, we gon'
What's good, everybody? Welcome to the show. I appreciate everybody for coming through for this first reaction for Raising Kanan, episode 9, season 3. Another good episode for the show, and it's a lot to talk about. I mean, Lulu Thomas, they kind of ended this episode on a cliffhanger with people wondering, will he survive? So we'll see about that. I got a couple thoughts on that. And of course, in typical Power universe, it looked like they're going to have what? Another child take out a parent, maybe? I don't know. But it seems that Kanan is upset to that point, and it seems that his associates are upset with Rock messing with their business ventures. So it will be interesting to see how that all work out. They also revealed this episode that the feds is watching, and they watching really good and getting close. And I don't know, Howard had a heck of a plan. I don't know, he had a heck of a plan. Maybe Rock might start to think about that at some point. I'm sure that when the fires start to get hot, we'll see what she decides to do. But I don't know, man. That's kind of messed up. But then again, look what she going through with Lulu. So on one hand, she's saying what she would do or not do for family. But then on the other hand, but I got a different take on that with Lulu. I don't think they're going to take Lulu. I think they may be taking him somewhere to get some help. That's my thoughts on that. So I'll and then he probably messed that up. And then, you know, it is what it is. Shout out to Damian Kenny. What's up, man? Appreciate you for coming through. He said, Leaky Lou Thomas, always crying and talking too damn much. Ain't that the truth? This dude, I could solve everything. I could do this. I could do that. I mean, dude. Then when Howard put that thingy thing on him, he talking about go ahead. But then when he saw the Black Widow into the room, and then he really facing the Reaper. Don't let him do it to me, man. Don't do it to me. Don't leave me by myself out here. Don't do me like that. Which, if that was the case, and I was him, I'd just fight. Why not fight? Oh, well. If you had determined that it's over, you got nothing to lose. Try to fight for it. And hey, whether you win or lose, you fighting for your life, really. So I don't know. I think I would have tried to use that as a weapon, those little zip ties, and try to pull some type of move on Rock while she was driving, make him flip over or something. Athletic Mind, he say, I knew Kanan was going to be the one to end Rock. I won't say I knew that, but I hate to say I'm not surprised, because that happens a lot in the PCU, the Power Cinematic Universe. So, you know, I guess it is leaning towards that. And it's making sense, at least with this one, because she has put him through a lot, and he does have new business partners and things that are very influential. So I'm sure it's very difficult decision for him. Tariq, I don't think that was necessary what he did. And so I think this is a little different for this case. Lenora, R.I.P. to Gerald. Hey, Gerald done went on off to the upper room. That was some good makeup right there, wasn't it? They had his eyes all milky, tracks like the CTA. That's the train stations in Chicago, the train system. Yeah, man, dude looked bad, man. And they was like, you think this a hit? He like, nah, this is about the best thing he done did in years. Which, I mean, how many times he gonna mess up? and have his kids in harm's way. What's up, Queen Brielle? What's up, Josh? You say that I got your heart thumping. Queen Brielle said, yeah, I think rehab for Lou. Yeah, I agree. I don't think they're gonna take him out. I just think they tired of talking to him and telling him, look, we're gonna just take you to rehab. Shut up. I don't think that's their style. So I think they wanted him to sweat it out and be scared and think that, hey, you may pay the ultimate price that's on the table, so you better sweat it out. But I don't think that's what they're gonna do just yet, unless they saving it for the finale, which I don't think that's gonna happen. What's up, Stephen Harris? Lenora, what's up? You say I'm thinking the same. They're gonna put Lou in the rehab. Yeah, I think they're gonna try to do something or take him. Well, they can't have their mama watch him because she, that ain't gonna do nothing. That's actually worse. So, what's up, Miguel Baker? What's up, Kay Leezy in the building? How you doing?
Jay, I'm overwhelmed.
What you
I'm
think?
overwhelmed. I'm overwhelmed. Oh,
what you think about Lulu and his misadventures? I was just talking about he may be going to get some help or going to a rehab. I don't think they're gonna drop him off where he thought. What you think?
So I think the optimistic part of us all wants him to live. That's why we think that they're going to take him to rehab, right? I don't know. I don't know. I really and truly don't know. But they dragged it on. They had me in my emotions. My heart was pumping on my rib cage. They dragged it, and I'm not gonna lie. I was, oh no.
Right. I mean, the way things is going, Howard may do it if he get a chance to, because the heat's starting to come on Howard. He did have a good plan, pull it all on Marvin, but I think Rock may try that plan too eventually.
No, she's not gonna do that because she don't have nobody else.
True.
Lou is done to her. She can't trust Lou never ever again. Unless they do take him to rehab and he did a whole 360, but there's no way that she could ever trust Lou again. So she needs somebody else, and Marvin is the person. So she's not gonna put him under the bus. Nope.
Yeah, I could see her eventually being some type of witness and trying to go on witness protection because it's gonna be too many people coming for her, and I don't know.
Who's too many people coming for her?
I'm just looking down the road.
Oh,
so I'm looking down the road. I kind of was thinking to myself, it's so late, it's early.
It's early.
Yeah. So what I was thinking to myself, shout out to my man Il Woods.
Il Woods.
And Miss Crafty.
Hi, Miss Crafty.
Yeah. And
yeah, this episode had me emotional.
Yeah. So what I was thinking about to myself is that with Lou gone, then that's one of her main soldiers that she trusts gone. And if something happens to Marvin, then how can she run her business? It would probably be more difficult. Stefano and those guys already said it's only one way out. And then she got to deal with Snap and Pop, and they know where she live and this and that. So that's why I was thinking she would be in trouble. She might snitch and get that out of there because they're going to try to, come for her, and she don't have any allies. She may throw Marvin under the bus for immunity or something, try to say he ran everything or something. I'm just thinking, what, like Nino tried to throw old boy in New Jack City in court under the bus. Yeah, Kareem, he the head of the CMB. See, it's bigger than Nino Brown. It's bigger than Raquel, what they last
Thomas.
It's bigger than Raquel Thomas.
I'm not sure right now. I'm not sure because she's a fighter. So I know that got to be all the way down the line you look at, because definitely that's not going to happen right now. I'm not sure about how things are going to pan out, but I don't see her and Marvin getting a divide right now.
Yeah.
That's all she got as far as the closest goon to her. And when it comes, and you never seen her deal with the small boys, right? Marvin and Lou, they dealt with the workers and stuff. She don't meddle with them at all. So
Right.
she need a dieharded soldier. And at the end of the day, no matter how much breathing Marvin is doing, he's still her soldier. You know what I mean?
And
So
also, let's just be real. This is a male-dominated game.
mhm.
How she gonna go down there to the projects and stuff trying to snap on people if they knew it was no Lou and Marvin behind her and she just by herself?
Right. She couldn't do it by herself, point blank and period. But at the end of the day, she still never get her hands dirty in that regard.
Right, right.
Right. So I
Crafty.
yeah, Big Miss Crafty feel the same way because I was like, yeah, pull it over my head, put it back down, pull it back down. That was a mess.
I didn't think that. I'm surprised. Crafty said she grabbed her blanket. Shout out to Miss Crafty. She said, I have my blanket when Howard went to work. I was saying, no, go home, call in sick. LOL. I didn't think that. I didn't think nothing, actually. I was just like,
no, we don't want Howard to go down. We don't want Howard to go down. We need him to stay active, how he do. But you know what? Every time they give him a chance to talk, the more he talks, the more I'm impressed and I love it.
Yeah, they didn't have anything. That's what I'm saying. As in, I wasn't worried in the sense like they don't know what they kind of grabbing for straws.
They are grabbing for straws, but still. The insinuation whilst he's going for this new position and such like that can't be great news. You know what I mean? You don't want that coming at this point in time, period. But man, I was so pissed off. You know, can't police do their job right on power? Hi, Gina.
What's up? How to fix this thing? You know what I thought when I watched this? That's funny that you said can't police do their job. One thing that crossed my mind is I thought, man, people are just people, just doing a job. Like I thought, like man, when they didn't know what they was talking about, or like they talking about family or going, man, everybody just doing it like, oh, you a firefighter, a cop, or an actor, or whatever. Everybody just a person going to work, trying to figure out their damn job. They don't know everything, be tired, trying to know this or that. They don't know everything. It ain't like robot now. When the AI cops come, now you in trouble.
Take it easy, Jay. Take it easy.
Gina, what's up?
Hi, Gina.
Hi, guys.
Yeah, how you doing? What you think about the feds looking for Howard? Miss Crafty, she said they grabbing for straws. We was just talking about it. Did you think that they had something? Was you worried that they may be getting close to him?
No, they don't have nothing. They have everything all screwed up. Oh, Marvin gave Nicole drugs. Like, get out of here. You don't know what you're talking about. And you wouldn't be talking to Juke if you had something. You would have been bringing Marvin in. Like, you wouldn't need to talk to nobody else.
Right.
You would have had him. So they don't got nothing.
Right. Yeah, and that was messed up. They did that at the time, and that they did too. That was
I was
very
so annoyed with that.
I know they up here thinking they talking to some type of music producers, and then they talking about some. Yeah, that was messed up. That was real messed up. And I was gonna talk about this later, but since we on the subject, she knew for a fact that they didn't know nothing because they said, you know, your father gave the drugs to your friend and used it, and she know that she stole them out her bag. So what do you think when they were saying that? What you thought she was going? You just knew her pretty much.
No, I knew because she like, my dad ain't no friends with no police. Neither am I.
Right.
And exactly, like, why would she help them? Like, look what you did to her.
That's a great point. Definitely. So we kick it back to the beginning. We see Lulu drunk driving around in the streets, and he go in the liquor store and rob the liquor store. What did y'all think about that? You know what I'm saying? I guess Kels is taking a break. So what you think about Lulu?
When I saw him going to the liquor store, I'm like, fool, you already drinking liquor. Like, come on now. You drinking the liquor to this liquor store. Like, stop it. He's ridiculous. And I was worried for him too, because I'm like, 9 times out of 10, this dude, the owner of the liquor store, got a gun back there. Like,
Right?
Don't be stupid.
Right.
And then you all drunk off your behind. Like, that could have ended badly.
Mm-hmm. Kelly, what you think about that? And one thing that I didn't like is why the liquor store dude was so crazy, though. He didn't need to talk crazy.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
you give me some money, I give you a product. That's how it works.
That's not because people be wilding out at the liquor store, so they always on level 10. They always on level 10. It ain't like them other stores where you walk in and you could peruse and get your own stuff and blah, blah, blah. Our liquor stores is different. So somebody always coming in a level 10, so they always got an attitude. But damn, Lou. Damn, Lou. And you're not supposed to sell liquor to people who drink it anyway, but I guess you don't want no drama. You know what I mean? So
yeah, you know, that's one thing I noticed different about this than Chicago. Is that our liquor stores be kind of wild too in the hood, but they're behind bulletproof.
Yeah.
They wasn't behind bulletproof back then, or maybe now.
I guess maybe some stores back in the 90s were a little different. I don't know. All the liquor stores is the same to me. So maybe, you know, Queens was the uppity, even though they had their hood areas, everybody know, like if you move up, you go to Queens, and then you get better in Queens, you go to Long Island. But maybe Queens had a little different in the early 90s, but we damn sure had bulletproof. We still do. I mean,
right. All right, moving along. What did y'all think about Ronnie getting hemmed up with his little van crew? They thought they was deep. He like, Liliana ain't never late. This Liliana or Juliana? Juliana.
It's Juliana, Jay.
Been saying Liliana from the first episode, Jay. From the
Jay thinking about his show. Jay thinking about him and his co-stars on Force.
Right?
Like, oh,
Liliana. But he came out, you know, the only reason, you know, because I'm a man of my word. Ronnie was like, don't do nothing. Just you gotta tell us we had a business.
Who did he promise he wasn't gonna sell no drugs in the South Side to?
Gina.
Not no Snap and Pop.
No.
I think that
behind the scenes, they all made a deal to not sell drugs.
That's what I was saying. Because you remember,
Dean said the same thing, yeah.
Right. Dean said the same thing. He not selling in the South Side no more, but he was supplying Marvin when Marvin was in the city.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they must have did that behind the scenes because I don't remember it.
Exactly. Something happened where a lot of these people pulled out from the South Side. That's why he wasn't mad when Rock says she done. All right, you doing what you doing.
Okay, so I didn't remember that either, so I was wondering as well. But I'm wondering, this is a thing also, I forgot to put this in there when I was thinking to myself about Rock being done, is that they're gonna come looking for her. He said, I need to do my investigation first before you make a move. Well, you do what you gotta do. You do what you gotta do. I'm gonna do what I gotta do.
No,
I think it was understood that he did. Yeah, I think it was understood that he gave her permission to go do what she had because she asked for the right. He said, "All right, I'm gonna wait till you take care of your business." So the fact that she took care of the business,
verify it first.
He did though. He did before she went there. Like he said that to her. He verified and then he gave her the word that she could go.
Right.
So Juliana, he know I'm here. And then he told Ronnie, "Oh, she gone." If he would have had any strife about it, like he would have, handled business. But he gave her the okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
From the time you saw her there, it was implied that he gave her the sanction to go because when she did ask and when she was like, "Oh, my cousin ain't gonna," your cousin already done those. Stop it.
It happened so fast. I didn't think he had enough time to verify it, but.
Yeah. But remember, she put him on to it now. Like, do you think she not talking in front of you no more? She's not doing this. She's moving different. Bim, bam, boom. So you he put two and two together. She had to go.
Right.
Definitely.
What y'all think about Marvin crew moving weight? They showed them now they moving up. They got the product. They moving in there now. Of course, that's Rock, the product and Marvin or whatever. But You know, they had it with the little Asian stores, and then they put up on the menu special sauce.
Special sauce.
I get that special sauce, boy. So what you think? Is that gonna work? You know, you saw people getting fried rice with white rice with some special sauce.
Sauce in it. I have no idea. Maybe that happened in real life. I guess I ain't know no boys big enough on the chain to be doing shit like that. But because I was just like, what? That could not have happened in real life.
That really happened. I know,
Really?
you know, people of other persuasions kind of look like us, work in Chinese restaurants for those reasons.
Got it.
The one thing that I thought about when I saw that I was like, why would somebody want to pay extra for the rice?
People buy extra rice.
Yeah, but if you're trying to get your fix, you don't want no damn rice. You barely get them dudes. They probably barely getting enough money for the fix. Now they got to buy rice too. They don't want that. They don't eat. They don't want that little box of rice is a week's worth of food for one of them. They don't want that. So,
well, it's a great idea. I'm not mad at it. And I think it's going to put her in a better position with Tony Danza. I forget his name.
Who's the
Stefano.
Who's the boss?
Yes.
All right, let me ask you all this as two ladies and mothers. What did you think about Rock and Jukebox and that heart-to-heart talk in the diner? Since Jukebox ain't never really had a mom, I guess Rock kind of been that motherly figure, and she said, "We ain't talking about King, they do it that they ain't feel."
I liked it.
Go ahead.
I enjoyed it. That's why I was late, because I had to rewind it back. Like, my daughter was talking to me, and then I was like, I gotta hear. But I thought it was cute. I thought it was sweet, because you seen her face lit up a little bit when she said, "I'm not here to talk about him. We talking about you. I shouldn't have been doing that all of this time. I was wrong." I was like, oh.
Yeah.
But it was a cute moment.
Right. Kelly, what you think? She also whipped out that army letter too.
I've always loved Rock and Juke relationship. That to me, that's the only pure relationship Raquel has.
I don't know about pure.
Say it again?
I don't know pure, but she been using to get info on Kanan too.
But that's still a mom's thing, whether he was playing basketball or whatever the case may be. That would have happened anyway. That's his cousin. So you want the cousin to give you information. I do think that that's the only pure relationship she has without that mass crazy manipulation and stuff like that. And she never put Juke in harm's way.
You got a great point. You know.
So I really thought it was beautiful. And I loved when she said, like Gina said, "Let's just talk about you." And you saw the expression on Juke's face, like, it's about me now. It's finally, I guess, being about me, or somebody wants to make it all about me, but they always had a loving relationship. And I always like to see that. That gives me the dimension in Rock, that she have, different interactions with the different relatives, and with Juke has just always been special. And I like that. If the armies was best for you, go. And if singing on the stage is best for you, then do that too. She's just all about what's best for Juke.
Yeah, that's a great point. Too bad Kanan wanted to be in the streets.
Yeah.
What you sipping on, girl? That look good.
Cheers.
Yeah, I know, right? I was getting some water. I drank it already. Shoot.
I have a passion fruit punch here. It's really nice.
See, I'm gonna have to step my game up. Speaking of stepping the game up, I like my polo. I saw Jukebox when she was in that diner. She was wearing the polo bear sweater.
Juke is a low life.
Yeah, she be having that gear, and that's one of the first polo bears. That's when it first came out around that time, or maybe I don't even think it might have came out that early, because I think it was 92 when they was doing the butter. It had 92 on the back, so it made me think it might be around 92. But anyway, them was damn near $300 to $500 sweaters.
Yes.
So that was what's up.
It was big in the 90s. So I think from 92 to 90. I want to say the real years was like maybe 90 to 96, maybe. Yep.
Yeah. That's the time when we first started in high school and stuff, and was all into
Because
that.
my friends that are 2 years older than me, they were in it. I know that. So that's why I said I went back from 92 to 90.
What y'all think about Famous? He had it on his little guest shirt. He working at the spot, and then hey, it's a real music exec listening to Famous. But he looking for Lou Thomas too. Kelly, you want to go first? What you think about this with Famous options and to make it?
I think that lady was too damn nosy. Why don't she just calm herself down? Why she didn't bring him when Lou was in the studio all this time? Then she want to bring him now for Famous. I'm like, good grief, lady, just slow your friggin' roll. I didn't like it. Maybe she was playing a spin on Geffen Records because I think he said his name was Gefflin or something like that. But Geffen Records was big back in the 90s.
Oh yeah, David.
Yeah, so and it's sad that Famous had to lie about Lou because you saw her face like, you talk to him? But it's awful. This whole storyline with Lou is awful.
Yeah, it's sad how you going down. I think it's kind of realistic though, in a sense. If he had a heart. Gina, what do you think about the lady?
You froze
behind her trying to hit up?
Oops.
She said I froze. I'm back.
You back.
All right. So do you think it's any ill motives with Gramps trying to get Famous signed? Was she gonna be his manager or what?
I think that the dude sounded shady. Like he was like, "Oh, I like them this young because they don't know nothing," and pretty much I could take advantage. Like they can't ask me for nothing because I'm in control. I'm the adult. Like I make all the moves. This song being played, like Famous needs to get another damn song. Why is it just this song being played to every damn body? And this is the song you're gonna put out? Like, come on now. He's in there with the studio, like you working. Go make something else. It don't have to be so dark and so you admitting to crime.
What's the 411? With the 411? Okay, it's the 411. They're selling drugs, snapping pop. They're trying to infiltrate. Ronnie keep kicking my ass. They stole my apartment.
I'm done. They stole my apartment. I'm done.
They just stole that apartment.
And let me say this to you. What the frig is Ronnie's issue with Famous? Why he only grabs it up? What's his issue with friggin' Famous?
He smell coochie. I smell. Y'all saw House Party.
Leave it alone, Jay. You know what? I agree, but
he wants some of that.
I just think that it's sad. I think it's crazy. I really think it's crazy how Kanan is behaving. Like, what?
I think Kanan's gonna get whooped by Ronnie. You keep talking to Ronnie. Don't worry about what I'm doing. Hey, dude, he gonna whoop your ass. What you think? That you could fight him?
So that's my whole thing. Like, what the frig is Ronnie? Like, Ronnie don't say shit to Kanan? Like, really, what's good? You going up, you juxing up Dean, you killing up, supposedly, allegedly killing your brother, this, that, and you got this little boy punging you around to chill, da, da, da. I'm like, what are you? Ronnie's character is confusing me.
I think it's gonna backfire. Here's my thoughts on that, and you all let me know what you think. I think Ronnie is only letting this slide because he needs Kanan right now, and I think Kanan knows he need him. But once that power dynamic shift, okay, who you talking to?
So this is what I was thinking. They work is dead. That's what Ronnie was saying. Oh, you going out and now work is dead. So at this episode is what I thought that Ronnie would have barked back on him because they ain't making no money. Kanan could still go back to doing his little weed thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought that Ronnie would have wilded out on him. No, I'm like, what's his deal?
Love what you collect said Ronnie got an issue with everybody. Are you a person? I don't like you. But it's going to be interesting. They actually in a very bad position because they don't have a supply. He borrowed money from Snap and Pop. What are they gonna do? Where they gonna get something from? How they gonna make money? I don't know what they could do. What you think they're gonna do unless Snap and Pop front them and put him deeper in debt? But they don't like Ronnie. She called him Urkel. She think he got a problem with everybody else too. They ain't worried about Ronnie. They'll put him down. The only reason they didn't get him let him get put down is because he owed them money. And if you put him down, they ain't gonna get their money back because he gone.
How he gonna get the money now? How he gonna get the money now?
They put the heat on him. He'll figure something out. Do something. I don't know if you got to rob a bank, because as far as they concerned, bring me my money. I don't give a damn what you did. I don't know.
Can I ask a question?
Yes, ma'am.
Jay and Gina, do you think Snap? I was calling them Pop and Smoke all the time, but Gina corrected me. Snap, right?
Smoke. Oh my God, that is hilarious.
I was feeling my age. Gina had to correct me hard, like, no, Kelly.
No, don't correct that one.
But
Pop Smoke.
Snap, right? When he said that, boom, Stefano or whatever, moved to his beat or whatever. You think he was just bluffing, or was it accurate, or what you think that's real? Because they ain't nowhere I'm seeing no Italians back in the day listening to no be like, oh, they gonna jump when I snap. Get the frick out of here.
Right. And that eggplant, we ain't doing nothing, okay?
So what y'all think? Was that legit, or he was just blowing smoke?
Gina?
I don't know. It could be like he could be, talking some truth because he knows them. Rock don't know them. Rock don't know Stefano, so we don't know. I don't know.
He only know her because his girl was taking care of Stefano's business. That's it.
Crazy.
That's a good way to know somebody.
It ain't a bad way.
Hey, you get a lot of benefits. You want to know me in a technical way. I'm gonna think differently. I'll tell you that much. Juan Blaze, he said Ronnie ain't really showed no fighting skills. Unique was whooping him until he turned his back. True.
That's true.
True.
But that's two grown men, and Unique do know how to fight. And also, people didn't know how to fight, really. They just gonna throw hands. They knew no real skills back in the day. And even really today, most men walking around don't have no real training. But, I think he could beat Kanan. Look how much taller he is to Kanan.
Man, anybody could beat Kanan right about now. What Kanan know? He don't know nothing but talking through his damn teeth. I can't stand Kanan phase right now. Wherever he is right now, I don't like it. I don't like his phase. We could take him off the show for a little while, even though it's raising Kanan.
I don't like the way he acting like, I don't F with my family. Boy, shut up.
Shut up.
On my nerves.
So he was there to see that girl dance. What's her name? Crystal? He wasn't there to see Juke. He was there for Crystal.
He wanted to see that butter, baby. Look at that butter. That crunchy crock up in here. Whoa.
But she was happy to see him. Juke was happy to see him standing there.
Yeah.
He came for both. I think it's for both. Could be for both, right? What's wrong with coming to see both?
Ain't nothing wrong with it. Ain't nothing wrong with it.
He went for her too.
They all looked good. I got to give them their credit,
Yeah, they sounded good. I liked it.
I really did like it too.
Mm-hmm. And I don't think that the feds ruined her thing. I think that maybe it ruined that moment, because now whenever she thinks that performance, she'll remember the feds came at the end.
Listen, as a little kid, that's ruining my life. But at that, I guess at that moment, but you ruined my life. You said that I was related to the drug cartel, or my family's doing stuff in front of every friggin' body, right? Well, why they spoke to her manager for? She's what the frick did they talk to her manager for?
And they shouldn't have took her without a parent's consent anyway.
She's 18. She's 18.
So they could ask her
that's
questions.
right.
So that's what I'm saying. They should have never spoke to the damn how you call it, the manager, she's an adult. They should have asked for where's Laverne Thomas, and they just went straight directly to her. Why they put her business out there?
To embarrass her. To embarrass
So
her. That's
mad.
what he was doing.
I was so mad about it. So mad about it.
Yeah, that's a good point. Rose Garden says they could consider Juke a liability and get kicked out of the group.
Of course. Me too.
Because if I'm, if I'm an exec or something, I'm looking for a girl group, and then I hear the cops, like, you got a crime family, like a family involved in some crime, I'm not going to want to deal with her.
They said the mob? Did they say the mob?
I think either the mob or organized crime. Yeah.
So there's no way. You hearing that and you be like, oh, I want to keep her.
Yeah, I need her.
They ain't even signed yet. Let's replace her. Let's replace her one time. And Crystal gonna come up in the front. Get out of here. I'm not keeping her in my group.
You know what? I think y'all 100% right. I think she gonna be out the group next episode. And then she gonna probably want to go to the army, but she might have already backed out of that.
She can't back out. Didn't the guy say you couldn't back out?
He didn't say you can't. He said we consider this a serious commitment, and
She already signed up.
Not all the way. I think she's very close. I think she's in trouble still. I don't think it's like I changed my mind. See you when I see you. I don't think it's like that. But I think she's still got some time. Anybody watching, let me know in the comments if I'm wrong or not.
She got to open that damn letter, and then we'll know.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's true.
She passed the test. We know she passed the test. She did the initial stage. I'm not sure. Let's see when she opened the letter. But did you see the preview?
I didn't see it this episode. You saw it?
Oh wow.
You the one who made me look for it. So
I was looking for it. Maybe because this episode was so long. I didn't have enough time to set up the stream.
Okay.
Close. It was like 12:55 or 56 when it went off. So I'm like, dang.
It was because when I started to get ready, I was like, oh my God. I was in a state. Jay, you need to look at it. So I ain't gonna say nothing.
All right, damn. Yeah, we'll say something. I'll let you talk about it. We done talked about it when you ain't seen it. How many times?
Right.
That's true.
So we go ahead and talk about it. When Marvin was looking for Lulu, Marvin said something real funny when he had to go in the apartment, and they looked in there, and he was like, "Man, don't steal nothing, man. I got a phonographic mememory."
Phonographic, yes.
He sound like Tony Soprano getting the words wrong and stuff. Tony Soprano gets it all the time. So,
I liked it.
Yeah, that was funny, man. What do y'all think about Burke's dad going to talk with Howard's boss and kind of putting two and two together, getting things started? Kelly?
Let me say something first, right? Before Gina says, I told you so.
I'm not going to say it like that.
Okay, my bad. Before she says, I was like, no, Gina, it's dead. It's dead, Gina. It can't go no further. She's like, no, Kelly. He's going to take it all the way. And I'm like, no.
I'm going to break it down.
Go ahead. You ready?
Yes.
Go ahead.
It's on me?
Yes, on you.
Break it down.
So I knew that Burke's dad was not going to let it go. That is his daughter.
Mm-hmm.
That is his daughter, and stuff just don't add up. And then, like he said, I'm a decorated cop too. Like, he's gonna investigate. He was never gonna let that go because it wasn't right. Like, she didn't do that. So I knew that he was gonna, double back, and they were gonna keep it open. But that Howard, I'm gonna tell you, like, I'll be rooting for the bad guys. Howard is a bad mother. Shut your mouth.
Yes, he is.
Because the way he turned around and he spent that, I was like, you better do that, Howard.
Yes.
He's good. He's damn good.
Very.
I'm working with drug dealers.
Right. What I look like.
And he gave it to him, shedding his face too. No blinking. All eyes on you. I'm not flinching.
And he was like, "You the one told me we didn't need no bad press."
He spun that so good.
I loved it.
Dude was like,
Well, why you ain't go to IED? Well, I ain't no snitch.
right. Basically, like, hey, you got the problem with Burke, go take it to him then. Shit. What else I'm supposed to do? But I ain't gonna. He like, why you ain't? I ain't no. Hey, he was on point with that.
He was.
He was.
I love it.
And every time he get hemmed up, he on point with it.
Yeah.
So yeah, and even at the funeral, everything. Yeah, Burke. I mean, Howard. Yeah, you ain't lying.
He always on point. It's a pleasure to see him carry on.
I feel like when Howard's, having his downtime and he not with them, like he thinking about every scenario. He gotta be Gemini. Like he thinking about every scenario.
I was about to say he gotta be a Capricorn.
He a Gemini. We gotta, see what's gonna happen. If this happened, if the captain pull me in, what I'm gonna say, like, cause he don't even think about it.
Yeah.
And he don't flinch.
Yeah.
And it's believable.
That's it, Gina. It's believable. Nothing he says immediately gives you doubt at all. Because when he said, but you sent me told me to make sure that this thing don't blow up for the precinct or whatever, bad for the press, whatever. I was just like, genius.
Yeah, that was.
What can you say at that point?
Yeah.
And you saying it in front of FBI guy. So it's like, nah, you sent me to do this. And I don't know no drug dealer. But you trying to tell me that I'm cool with drug dealers? It was so perfect.
Yeah, that was, he was on point. And we saw how he thought about how to get rid of Marvin to save everybody. And Rock ain't gonna probably be down with it. And Rock then told him too many times about how we connected, or I could take you down. He probably would take down Rock and Marvin. Let Marvin get
that
locked
part was
up.
Sad.
Kill Rock.
That part was very sad. I understand what Howard did. I understand he's looking out for his family, right? But dang, so there's no way you should have been doing that for my brother. Had it been somebody I know, somebody I was cool with or whatever, but not my brother. But I understand where he's coming from. Like, at least I would have been good, you'd have been good, and our son would have been good. But when he was like, F you and yours, Rock was like, mine's is yours, or yours is mine, or what. I was just like, perfect. Because at the end of the day, what they said in the car, he is her family.
Yeah. When he turned around and he was like, "Oh, I ended up in your effed up family," I'm like, "You did.
You've been in the effed up family."
I also think that something's gonna come up with one of his old girlfriends too.
I didn't like that part. I hope
they keep alluding to that.
Yeah,
Gerald is the old girlfriend.
Man, I didn't even think about that.
Rock is the old girlfriend.
I'm fried, y'all. I've been so busy with a lot. I don't know what it is. I'm gonna make up a couple more excuses. I was sleeping. But I did not even think about it. I'm thinking of the, lady of the night might say something.
What you know about her was work.
Hey, you never know what she may say. True. But dang, man, I'm goofy. Rock is the old girl. Duh. All right. One other thing that was funny this episode is when Pop Smoke was talking to Urkel. They say, "You messing with our 401k, Urkel." That was hilarious. You messing with our 401k, Urkel.
She started calling him Urkel. That is hilarious.
Hey, for real. She said that dude got mad issues.
It's the creases in his pants for me. I'm starting to like it now. Them creases is so sharp. Oh gosh.
Cut some butter.
When they put him up on the van, I was just like, these damn creases. My eyes only fall on them. I can't help but see them.
Man, for real. What you think about Gerald spilling the beans to Marvin? I'm not a good friend, Marvin. He didn't have his daughter you know, out there now. I mean, oh man, who want to go first on the Gerald?
You go, Gina.
I was so mad because I seen Marvin like rushing into that. I'm like, who the hell is crying like that? Like, what is going on? I seen the hospital. I'm like, oh no, no. But I didn't think dead initially. Like when because he seemed like so. I was like, oh, she got hurt or whatever. Then he's like, Alice is going. I'm like, what you mean? Okay, this is the thing that pisses me off about Gerald. He should have been took himself out. Like, why would you wait all of this time to take yourself out? Once you got caught with the work, you should have took yourself out. Because you no good to those girls. He was no good to them. He didn't need to snitch on Marvin. He didn't need to do none of that. Just take, you know, your needle. It pissed me off because it's like, oh, you're gonna snitch on him to get a deal so you don't go to prison. But you still doing the same stuff. You put the girls outside in the streets to get high. So how are you changing your life?
Mm-hmm.
He pissed me off.
I knew that would have pissed off Gina. I knew it because remember she was saying that, oh, the girls are going to be okay without him. The girls are going to be okay without him because they're not good with him. So when I saw that, I was like, oh my gosh, I know Gina's losing it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that dude, you got a good point. He really technically didn't snitch because he didn't know anything. But just the simple talking and saying, it's just making him look bad. You know, Marv, it's just not good. But
I mean, they knew. Remember, he said that they knew that they were in the program together, right? But Marvin, I was saying that from before too. So I agree that dude. Marvin never said anything. He never had anything on Marvin, period. So they were just pulling at straws. It's just that they had a link that would have connected them to Marvin, which was Gerald. But I thought it was sad that the daughter died. And I hated how that sent Marvin into a frenzy. Because I think that also helped with the Lou thing, but he was so frustrated about what could happen. Lou was just frustrating them even more. So they could have gone ahead and deal with him in a different kind of way, because it's like they're already on level 10. They don't know what's going on. They think she's about to hit the fan.
Right. That dude said he thought Marvin made him OD. I didn't think that.
I thought that was going to be an option. I know he didn't make him OD.
He should have.
Right.
That's what I was thinking that he should have.
As soon as we saw it, we were like, that would be the way to get him out of here. Is to, hit him with a hot one. But I had a feeling that he was going to say something because Marvin was a real friend to him. Remember the daughters was right? Daughters was calling him Marvin. Right. So it just makes sense that he would have had an affinity for Marvin because Marvin was a real friend to him in his worst days too. Marvin wasn't judging him, and even when he was like, "Oh, Gerald, do I have to explain to you what a real friend is like, or what a friend means?" You know what I mean? He didn't have that. So the overwhelming emotions that he was feeling from losing his daughter, he would have had to tell.
Yeah, that's true. And on the other note, we were saying that the way he was acting, maybe he should have did it. I don't know about, a person, what they maybe should do or not. But I will say, in my experience, I've come across a lot of people with kids that they don't want to give up their kids, or they say,
well, they should if they're doing wrong.
And then they'll be homeless, or they're broke, or they don't have babysitters, so they can't go to work and they can't do this and that. Why don't you maybe let them stay with somebody else till you get yourself together? I need to spend time with my babies. Yeah, but when you spend time with them, y'all in your car because you don't have a place to live and different things. So I just think, if anybody out there watching or something, and you may be struggling and you got your kids, maybe try to let them stay somewhere else or do something. I'm not saying a system or whatever, but a family member or something, do something sometimes. You don't have to be on drugs like Gerald, But if you are, definitely let somebody else stay with the kid. Don't have them in the car like he did, or, just seeing the stuff, because kids see and remember. We all was kids. We all remember. It seems like when we get older, we think kids don't remember nothing, like we forget. So,
and sometimes that develops into issues that people carry with themselves, you know, and because sometimes you have a negative effect, and sometimes no matter, to be honest, if the levels of emotions are so high, you could black that out, the adverse effect, and then you don't realize why you're reacting to things that you reacting to in that kind of way is because of what you experienced as a child. You don't, your little body don't know how to really decode that, so it puts you in a whole different frame, and that's
for
how adults
example,
grow up twisted sometimes.
yeah. For example, what's Gerald's remaining daughter's life going to be like?
Well, that's gonna take her away anyway, so.
But her sister's
Her
gone.
sister's gone.
Right,
Daddy's
she's
gone.
emotionally damaged now.
Yeah, her mother's gone. Now she in the system. Like, you know, he should have let them take him away in foster care, and then he would have got help, maybe, hopefully, and they could have,
would have got him back. But yeah, well,
not to say that the system is great. They could have had problems there too. It's no simple fix. But, you know, try to get help is the best thing they could have did anyway.
But the first thing before they put them in the system is they try to find somebody in the family that could take them.
Yeah.
They call people. They ask you, like, oh, who can I call? You know, that's dependable, that you would be willing to have take over and watch the kids. It's when you don't have nobody or they don't find nobody suitable that they put them in the actual system.
Right.
Yeah, they first try to go through family. So that's what I'm saying. Like, the family didn't F with him because he was stealing from them, but they wouldn't have turned their back on the girls.
The daughter, right.
They wouldn't have did that.
That's true.
Especially now that, well, I mean, hopefully now that he's out of the picture, because sometimes they don't want the kids because the parent, that affiliation with the parents still, but you know, him being out the picture is a different ball game.
Yeah.
But it's sad. That whole storyline is sad altogether. But
shout out to Christo Black with an excellent power cinematic universe connection. He said, what if her name was Holly?
Her name's not Holly.
I know, but he said, what if?
Oh. But it's just it's sad. That part of the storyline was sad. I didn't see that coming. I did not see that coming. Them making something happen to one of the daughters.
I really didn't want that to happen to them. Every time I seen them, I was like, oh, please let them be okay.
And Lenora, shout out to Lenora. She just made a great point. The girl, the one that found the sister.
Jeez, I forgot that. Yes.
That's horrible.
The good thing is
it's
a TV show. The sad thing is, this did happen, and sometimes still do. So, yeah, that's messed up. But
she lost the whole family.
Yeah, that's crazy. And now it looked like Lulu about to lose his whole family as well as everything else. Before we go to the MOORESCORE, what do you think? Do you think Lulu is gonna make it, or are they gonna leave him out there somewhere like mulch?
I've been asking Gina that for 2-3 weeks now. I've been asking you that all week. So I'll go last.
Okay. Gina, go. I'll let you go first. What do you think?
I don't want them to kill him, obviously, but I do think that he needs to sit down for a little while. So when Howard was saying, oh, we got to put it on Marvin, I'm thinking, like, put it on Lou. You know, like, that's it. Like, his ass got to go to jail. He'll still be living.
He'll snitch if he go to jail.
But he don't talk when he's sober, though.
Right. So, like, you know, he'll be sober.
I didn't think about that.
And he ain't going to be saying nothing, but
I
don't want them to kill him. It's either take him out of town to go to rehab or whatever, or put everything on him. Because I don't want it on Marvin.
Okay, shout out to Kay Leezy. I didn't think about that he don't talk when he's sober, but I guess he don't.
He don't talk when he's sober. He don't even remember when he's sober. What he do when he drunk.
I guess maybe he really is telling the truth with that, huh? He don't remember saying what he said. Wow.
That's why he killed Scrappy Mom, because he didn't remember. No, he knew he had to atone for what he did. You know what I mean? If he had remembered, then he wouldn't have been able to go through with killing her. But he knew he had to make amends.
Okay. I didn't even think about that when he's sober, but he can't stay sober. I thought he couldn't. He keeps thinking about it when he's sober, which is why he get drunk. But then he don't talk when he's sober. He talk when he drunk.
He talk when he drunk.
Yeah, so it makes
That's
sense.
why I was like, yeah, he could go sit in jail because he's gonna be sober in jail, and there's but so much talking you could do, you know.
Right.
But I wanted them to take care of him, but how they stretched that scene out, I was like, oh Lord, no, okay, all right, leave him. He don't know what he's saying. At first, he's like, let me out in the dark by myself. Okay, don't leave me alone. Not in the dark, not by myself. He just a baby. He turned into that little baby brother.
Yeah, the one thing he did. The one thing I would have did though is I would have fought. If it's my end, that he's zip tied,
drunk off his ass.
Exactly.
Who he
fighting? He's still done, and they have him zip tied.
I would have used that weapon, put it around Rock's throat while she drive and try to make.
Marvin would have gave it to him,
and we would have all been. He in the back seat right next to me. We would have been.
Super. He's still in his. Anyway, what confused me?
Far-fetched, but I'm not gonna just sit there like and walk to my death and stuff. That's one thing that always killed me in movies when they make a man dig his own grave. Man, just shoot me. You do the work.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. Yeah, because people are holding on and grasping for a chance that things may be different. So that's why they go ahead and do it. But wait, why did Marvin give him something else to drink? If they taking him to rehab, would they want him to go to rehab drunk?
You got to. You have to go to rehab drunk. You can't go to rehab with nothing in your system.
I didn't know that. So then they could be taking him to rehab then, because I'm like, why the frick they making him drink?
Yeah, when I saw that, I got excited because I was like, oh, maybe
so you got to be drunk to get to rehab.
Nurse Gina.
I was just about to say, there go Gina again, Jay.
Boy, that's why I like having smart people around.
Mm-hmm.
Never know what you don't know. So I didn't know that you had to be under the influence to go in. But they're gonna be like, oh no, you can't come in here. You feel too good.
Yeah, it's like, oh, you're not in addiction if you coming in here and you're fine. You want to see it.
So in all the movies, when you see somebody either using drugs or coke or something right before they go in, that's like that's accurate, huh?
Yeah, it's for two reasons. It's for one, they want to have their party because they're going in.
Right.
And then also they have to come in a certain way.
Oh.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Just like when you go to the emergency room, you want to go in whatever your pain is 8 or 9 or 10. You don't want to go in. You don't want it to calm down because they ain't gonna pay you no mind.
Hey man, I got a cough. I could use some Theraflu, but what I need is a chest X-ray.
Right? Yeah, you got to be like, oh, I got chest pains when you go to the emergency room.
Yes, even I can't breathe.
Something else because chest pains, that's immediate. You got to see what's going on, so they take you to the back fast. So if you got like a sprained ankle or whatever, you be like, oh, I got chest pain. And also I sprained my ankle because of my chest pains. I couldn't concentrate.
But I sprained my ankle too. Don't forget that one.
My chest started hurting. I tripped. I was like, oh, it's the baby.
I'm done.
All right, let's go ahead and get to the MOORESCORE rating and let's see what we come up with for this episode. All right, the MOORESCORE, little simple rating system for those that are not too familiar, to give an impartial, rating for episodes, movies, TV. So 4 categories, 25 points each. The first one, the visual cinematography, as always, they got it looking like a 80s show on purpose, and the look and the feel. I like how they got this episode, but I'm trying to think, did anything pop out that nothing unusual that I could think of this episode. So I'm gonna give it a 20 out of 25 for doing the regular good job they do. Storyline and plot. I like this storyline. It's got me wondering what's gonna happen next, which is good. And I'm interested to see if they're gonna do something with this Rock versus Kanan dynamic. And then Pop Smoke. We got to see what they come through with this. So I'm gonna give it a 20 out of 25. Special effect, makeup, costumes. Gerald did look pretty creepy. I give the makeup department they credit for that. His stuff.
It did look creepy, Jay.
It did. It looked zombified. I give him a 22 for that one. That was good makeup. And last but not least, entertaining. Fun factor. I like the episode. I saw some people in the comments say it was the best episode this season. I don't know about that. It wasn't bad. I liked it. So I'm gonna give it maybe a 21. So it comes out to about, what did I come up with? Not my thing, bro. 83. So 83, an 8.5. You could say either or. That's my thoughts. Which is good. I enjoyed it. What do you think, Kelly? What would you rate this episode?
I'll give it an 8.5. I liked it. I thought it was really good. I think that with the visuals and cinematography and stuff, even though those things were, even that category wasn't like a major category, the show had me, my heart was palpitating. It was going, that extended version of Lou, Rock, and Marvin in the car.
Yeah, that was a good way they cut that.
It was intense, right? It was very, very, very intense. The whole Howard storyline with that Marvin stuff, I thought it was really good. So even though it didn't have that particular category in full effect, I just thought that maybe I'll give it a 9, because I was in like.
Yeah, they did do a good job with that. I give them credit for that. I didn't think about it like that, but that's a good point.
I was definitely, my heart was slamming on my rib cage, because I was just like, they go kill Lou. Oh no, what's gonna happen to Juke? I was hurt. What they did to Juke was very hurtful to me. I didn't like it. They exposed her in a bad way that could just ruin her reputation. So that, to me, killed her chances. And then, of course, Gerald's daughter. I was just like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, I didn't think about Jukebox like that until we started talking just now. That's why that's the first reaction. So, but
right.
I didn't think about it. So that's interesting. I agree with you though. Okay. Now I think they are probably going to replace her. Why not?
Well, I'm gonna keep you.
Yeah,
that's a good point. You see how she talked to him. You ain't nothing but a drug dealer family. If I smack you, you gonna have me killed. You gone. We gonna replace your butter and we gonna whip it like the country crock. Gina, what you think about this this episode? What would you rate it?
I thought it was good. I enjoyed it. I was sad with Alice passing, because she didn't deserve that. Like, Gerald should have got his stuff together. So that really made me sad. And then, Juke, I didn't like to do that to her. You could have waited until she was done with the show and scoops her up then and asked her questions. Like,
in private.
Was ridiculous. Mm-hmm.
Because they were talking to the manager for a long time, where they were like, oh my gosh, what label they from? Da 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 da. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah, that was
Ronnie.
Move.
He needs to lay off with Famous. But I was just like, Famous, no, don't go back to that house. Don't go back.
He threw him
but
on
I
the
do
ground.
like that Kanan was like, leave him alone. Let him go, whatever. But he took him.
After he done hemmed him up, after he done.
That's why Famous
I didn't
looked at
like
him
the whole scene.
Right?
Like, whatever, dude.
And I was sad with Lou in the car. I was sad from when Lou was like, Marvin, my big brother's here. He gonna save me. I was like, oh.
No.
And then she said, put him in the car. I'm like, oh my gosh. But when he was talking to Marvin, he's like, oh, well, he's talking to both of them. Like, oh, y'all don't love me no more. You know, I'm y'all little brother. It's like, oh, he was pulling at the heartstrings because he don't want to die.
Even though he had mouth enough to tell Howard that he already a dead man, right? I was like, look at you. You ain't afraid of the cop, but you damn sure know you better be afraid of your sister.
Hey, for real. I didn't think Lulu was going to be gone once they took him out the house. When he was in that house, I'm like, okay, he in trouble because they can do that and leave him there. And then what? I mean, obviously, but when they took him out, I'm like, well, would they do that?
Damn. Juke's supposed to be 18, Cam.
Yeah. That dude said that if Juke get arrested, she might get some street cred and look better. I don't know about back then. What do y'all think?
No, Juke don't even want that for herself.
Right.
She don't want to have nothing to do with it. She don't want to be a casualty of her family drama. She just want to sing and get away from everybody drama. Because you realize she's not even boosting no more. She's not on the streets like that no more. They ain't show nothing about that since Nicole died. You know, she's not doing that no more. She just don't want to be a part of no drama.
Yeah, that's true. So that's a good point. Gina, where'd you rate this overall again?
A 9.
Okay. All right. That's what's up. What stood out to you that really got to you this episode?
Marvin and Gerald, that really got to me because it was like, you know, when they were at the park earlier, he was talking to him and he's like trying to kick him away, like trying to kick him out of his life. Like, don't be my friend no more. And he's like, no, I'm not going nowhere. I'm there for you. And then so to see him at the end really mad, like, you ain't no kind of friend. It was like a whole 180. His attitude was like, I don't care about you no more. So I enjoyed that. Him, you know, taking himself out. I feel like that was the best idea. But to see, you know, him, me personally, I do like how they did that, even though it's sad. I feel like the way that they showed it. Me, I grew up in the 90s. I was in Queens, Harlem, Brooklyn, whatever. I seen a lot of Black people like strung out and their kids just every which way and everything. So to have it flipped and they show Gerald, who works for The Voice, who's, you know, he lives in a house and he got his little family and everything, but he also had struggles to the point where he went to, you know, get a quick fix, and it ruined his life. Just like most people, you know, in the hood.
Is The Voice real?
The Village Voice, yeah, it's a real paper.
Oh, okay. Growing up in Chicago and the southeast side, it wasn't a lot, or I didn't see anybody on heroin or see any of that. That wasn't. I do know out west and in the projects it was there out there, but on the southeast side, I never saw that, or personally knew people that was involved with selling or using that. Actually, in the 90s, that was like, you hear something like that, you'd be like, what? Where did they get that from? What?
Really?
Yeah. Like if somebody said something about some heroin back, I'd be like, what? Where did they get that? What? How are they? These dudes are jacked up. Like what? They are shooting up. That was insane to hear. Now crack or cocaine, that was big. That was big.
Yeah.
See somebody with some heroin back there, be like, man, what the heck? Where are they? This dude, who are you selling that to?
You see who they selling it to.
I know, right? Like I guess
You
only
see who they selling it to.
Yeah, so like the only people that we knew that would have did that back then is like some old war vets or something. Like 40s and 50s and 90s and stuff like that. So they would have been the ones that would have probably, but just to see young people or a dude that's writing for the paper, that would have never crossed my mind. Not in Chicago. Now he was on coke or crack. I'd have been like, oh yeah, now that makes sense. Yeah, he's a coke crackhead. Now, yeah, now that'd be different. But that he would have been doing that, I'd have been like, whoa. So
I've
New
seen
York
them.
is a different
Like
beast.
when I lived in Harlem. When I lived in Harlem, they like built a methadone clinic across from my house. So
In the
90s.
it was
They
a
still out
methadone
there.
clinic. Yeah, it was across the street
They
from my house.
still out there.
This was in the 90s they built that?
Yeah, it was across the street. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
They're still out there, Jay.
Yeah.
Tell him, Gina. They're still out there, bent over in
and
slow
they would be on
motion.
the line. They would be on the line at like 12 o'clock in the morning. They would be on the line now. What is it now? It's 2:21 in the morning. They wouldn't open until like 8 o'clock. But they would be out there. Like you could hear them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I know now today, and even here where I'm at, and it's bad here and different stuff. Yeah, now it's a different beast. After, you know, we went to Afghanistan and all of that stuff, things changed. So, you know.
But you know how the first encounter I had is like when, like back in the days for the train, like you had a little token, right?
I remember that. Yeah, you go buy the tokens to put in. Yeah,
they would be holding the token and then they bend right over. My mom used to be like, no, go to the other one. And I'm like, no, is he sleeping? Wake him up. And she's like, no, Kelly, it's something different. Move. Listen, they would be doing acrobats, limbo, and they'll just be like,
yeah. Oh, it's some hilarious TikTok videos and Instagram videos of people like about to fall. Then soon as they about to hit, pop back up.
Never fall. They never fall. I don't know what that is, but they never fall. They would have that token tight in that kung fu grip, and it's like, how's this happening?
Mm-hmm.
So they used to be about, but they are. They're at 125th Street right now. Bet money.
Across 125th
Did you see on the news, Kelly, when they said they were like, oh, we're going to be down here? They showed in front of the McDonald's, you know, by the train.
Yeah.
On 125th. They was like, oh, we're going to be down here. We're cleaning it up.
Cleaning what up?
Cleaning it up. I said, hell no. And
cleaning what up?
I'm not going to say it the way that 125th.
Okay.
They said they're going to come and clean it up. It's not going to be the way that it's been for years. And I'm looking like, I know why they're cleaning it up.
The New York rough, man.
Listen, I saw a guy because I used to go to a podiatrist over right down on maybe 3rd Ave, right? And don't ask me why I went to that office in Harlem. Don't ask me. But in any event, this guy, he was pushing a guy on a wheelchair, and he and the guy fell out the wheelchair. Because when the guy fell out the wheelchair, he fell in the wheelchair and then fell out it was the worst thing ever. And it took like 7 minutes for them to fall out the wheelchair. I was just standing there like, nobody's gonna help them either, you know. They just drove around them. That was it. They were in the middle of the street.
Wow, that's crazy.
Terrible. And it happened in slow motion, okay? Slow motion.
Shout out to my girl B. She said we had mostly crack addicts in Detroit, but there was some who used heroin and other methods beyond needles. Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah, it wasn't that big. Of course, it's in all this stuff, but it wasn't as big in the 90s there in Chicago either. Jigga, he said methadone clinics were big in Detroit in the early 90s. We used to walk one past one on the way to school, to and from school.
And it was out there, right?
So why would they even have a methadone clinic next to a school in the first place is the question. They don't want to have liquor stores next to the school, but they're going to have a methadone clinic next to the school?
They say on the way, but it depends on the neighborhood. Just like I know that on the west side, you could have got it. Like I would go to some spots and they would, when you go on the block, they'd say weed, rocks, blows. Well, the blows is heroin.
Wow.
So, weed, rocks, blows. Now that was on the west side. I'd be like, give me the first one. I just need the first one. Give me a number one.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. T-Fam 1, he says Chicago in the 90s was known for crack, weed, water, mushroom, etc. I never saw mushroom.
What was the water?
That's wet. Embalming fluid. People would dip their
Oh
cigarettes in
yeah.
embalming fluid or put something on there. That was it depend and have that. But
Oh,
then
then.
it's still on the south side though, but in a different area on the
Oh man.
area. You find a crooked funeral home parlor operator. Then they be making money on the side, buying it from them and selling. Yeah, so
I'm done.
Well, Rika literally sent me a story with that today. It was either today or yesterday, but Rika sent me a story about something like that. And I was just like, that's so dirty.
Right? I've always been afraid of something that could underwear.
You frozen,
so drunk, like
yeah, Jay, you.
How about I never wanted to be drunk like Lulu and don't remember what happened or did this or that, or I can't stop this or that, or I can't think straight, or I don't want to do. I never wanted to feel that way.
Me either. I don't do drunk, and I like a nice little cocktail, a rum punch. You know,
feel loose.
They make Kelly know I like my my mango rum punch, but I'm sorry, there's just no way I'm getting drunk.
I know, right?
I feel bad for Lou.
Every now and then.
Yeah, but I will say that Malcolm Mays, I mean, I love the actors. And Malcolm Mays is killing this part because I see him as an alcoholic. He's doing it. I've known actual alcoholics, so I can say he's doing that part.
Yeah, he's doing a good job.
Yeah.
Y'all want to say anything else before we get up out of here and wrap it up? Appreciate y'all for coming out as always, and everybody watching. Kelly,
can we send an RIP to our friend?
Always. What's up? You frozen?
No, I'm not frozen. I was just chilling.
Okay. Bad.
I wanted to send an RIP to Savannah. She will dearly be missed. She will be missed. And it's just, you know, we had a moment where we were talking about it, like we meet people from on the internet and we, develop an affinity for them and such like that. And it's just like, oh my gosh. Like this is my first experience losing somebody I met online. And it doesn't feel good. So I just wanted to send rest in peace to Savannah Rivers Amore.
Yeah. I'm glad you said that. Reminded me sometimes we get so busy and doing things. And I definitely appreciate all the love and support and comments and everything. And I do need to post that. Thank you, Gina, for letting me know about what happened. But I know a lot of you all that's been coming to this channel for a while. You may have seen in the comments, Savannah Rivers Rose Amore. And I've put the comments on the screen and commented. Well, we learned, unfortunately, passed away. So I definitely want to give a shout out to Savannah for all the support and to the family and for your loss. So,
yeah.
Yes. And I also want to say rest peacefully, Savannah. She was sweet. She was always kind. She was always funny. She always be like, "Jay, go grab that gin."
Hey, I'm about to get the drink now. Savannah wanted the shot of the Hennessy for years. We ain't never been able to make it happen. I'm gonna go ahead and have one for you.
Yeah.
So
you're gonna make me cry. I forgot. Dang. I got a lot going on. I'm not trying to make any justifications. Actually, that's part of the reason we should slow down sometimes and give a call and talk to those people and things and appreciate stuff, because you get so busy with stuff. Next thing you know, the days are gone, the years are gone. You say, where did the time go?
Right.
So, damn, I don't even have no water to wash this down with it. I'm going to take it straight for you. Something you ain't do, but hey, you like my jokes, so shout out to you.
Ahem, ahem, ahem.
There you go. Whew. Shout out to Savannah.
Yeah.
And all the good times, you know.
Yeah.
All right. Anybody? I guess that'll be it. I guess for the night. And
no, we can't. We don't want to leave on a sad note.
Oh, okay. Kelly,
right,
do the trailer.
Yeah. What happened on the trailer?
Oh my gosh, guys! So let me tell you, Jay. Somebody pulls a gun on Juke. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, point blank in her face, and not like not pops. What snaps? Not like snaps with this move here, because I hated that shit. Sorry. I was like, how you hold this gun like this at Ronnie? Don't make no sense to me. But somebody put a gun up in Juke's face.
Mm-hmm.
Then Snaps is gonna tell Kanan, yo, your mom's is wildin', son. So boom, you gotta deal with it. Kanan is like, enough said. Then you see some people pull up next to Rock and spray up the Jeep.
I did see that part.
All over the Jeep. And I'm like, dang, Kanan, not your mom.
Get big or something, right?
Mm-hmm.
They show her
Yeah,
eyes.
they show her eyes. She's like,
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even remember that part, though. I don't remember none of this other stuff you're saying.
Well, maybe you saw that in the original one. I don't know, Jay. But all the matter is, who the frick gonna pull a gun up on Juke?
I think it's the manager. I'm gonna go back and look.
What?
I think it's that lady.
What you gonna say? You got the group
I seen it real quick though. So I seen it on the first reaction real quick. I'm gonna go back later and watch it and see. I'm gonna slow it down like I do.
If it's the manager, what a turn of events.
I would love it. I mean, I would love it for that to happen. I would even love it for what's her name? What's Pukebox's name again? What's her name? Aisha. I would even like for it to be Aisha, because then it'll flip it like, oh my gosh, I thought you was cool. Nah, yo, you screwed up my shot, because remember, we don't know what her problem is, why she had the bulimic issue in the first place, and da. So I couldn't believe it. Who would do that to Juke?
If it's the manager, I'm gonna be mad.
Why?
Why would she pull a gun on this girl?
But this could have been her shot to get her out the hood too. That's what, they had their dreams based on other people making it.
Just kick her out.
They probably want Juke.
Crazy.
The people probably want Juke, but they can't have her mob affiliated ass in the group.
Oh, they were also talking to Howard and telling him, if you got any type of connection to Marvin, that means that you were down with organized crime. They're sitting up there thinking that Marvin is like the Teflon Vendetta, like,
right?
But who would think it's a woman though? That's the thing.
But remember, they sort of kind of alluded to that and never brought that back up when they had the people's looking at her like, who would think that she a queen pin or whatever the case may be, and but they don't have her on their radar at all. I don't like the whole them having Marvin on their radar. I don't like that idea at all, because they're wrong. But I can't wait to see. We know that Kanan's not going to be successful, even if he tried to kill his mother. So that's not going to happen. But because of
Thanksgiving uncomfortable.
Say it again.
It's going to make Thanksgiving uncomfortable.
No, because as far as Rock is concerned, he under the influence of these crazy people. You know what I mean? So I don't think that he could do anything at this point, like right now, that would get her so heated at him, because she know he under the influence.
But she also know that he know now. Like when they was talking, he was like, yeah, I could tell some things about you too. I could be a fool. So now she's like,
No, I mean, to me, even if he was my son, I'd have still been looking at him like, little boy, you still don't know nothing. Look, Ronnie just got your head messed up talking about, oh, it's me. You're talking about, oh, I took out Unique and took him and threw him in the freaking furnace or whatever the hell the thing is. Get the frick out of here. Little boy, you don't know nothing.
But it make better sense. She took over all his stuff.
I get it. But at the end of the day, that still shows me that you don't know nothing, little boy.
I'd have crushed his ass right there.
Right then and there.
Unique was up in the house. I ain't kill him.
Thank you.
I didn't do it.
All right, well, that sounds good. Got me interested. I don't know about the little female Suge Knight, but we'll see. And it is interesting to see where they got all these parents and kid problems and power. So,
Jay, wait, before we go, sorry, I had to cough. Before we go, we didn't get to discuss this, right? I think Snaps liked Rock from back in the day.
Couldn't get it.
He couldn't get it. But I think he liked her from back in the day because men don't have hatred for women like that. Nope.
Well, in this game, you ain't gonna have no woman telling you what to do.
But all she said was stay away from my son. I don't want my son in your business. She didn't tell him nothing else.
That's too much. You don't come up in my spot telling me what to do.
No, it happened before that.
You need to ask me.
It happened before that. When Ronnie went off, oh, fuck Rock. He was like, yeah, fuck Rock. I was just like, where did that come from?
That's a good point.
He had his fever from before. Then when she popped up in the spot, he's like, there go that thoroughbred now. Yo, he had a thing for her, but he never could get her. I'm telling you.
I think so too.
I know what kind of fever men be giving females when stuff like that don't happen.
Yeah, they want them but can't get them. So then
I know, Jay.
So nice no more.
He wanted her. He wanted her real bad. He didn't really care about his wife because if he had his wife mixed up in all of that transferring of energy elsewhere, nah, he wanted Rock.
That's a good point. All right, we're gonna leave on that. I appreciate y'all for coming through. Everybody for watching. Thank y'all. We'll be back Friday. I'll be back Friday at 10. I don't know about my lady friends, but I'll be back Friday at 10 to talk some more about the episode. And I appreciate everybody for coming through and joining us this early morning. And we will see you again soon. Deuces. Get it in the camera.
Bye, guys.